Yesterday we talked about the fact that we know all of these things. We actually know what unity means. We know that we've been called to it, and yet we don't do it. Racism is a horrible reflection on us as humanity. And racism, elitism, all the isms that come with that, happens to all of us, and all of us are contributing towards it in some way or another. And we have to try and understand. There's something deep here that we have to try and figure out for ourselves. But the problem is that we don't often think about the consequences of this. We are often so caught up in muddled space that I've become so comfortable in, and comfortable to know that, well, I am different. And maybe we think that because we're different, maybe because of the color of my skin, the balance of my bank account, where I live, what I drive, I'm just a little step above the other person. And maybe that's okay. Maybe I've convinced myself that that's okay. And maybe that's what because that's what I was taught, and that's what I'm going to teach my children again. There's a story, I think it's in the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. He was really fascinated by the teachings of Jesus, and he lived in India, and there was this caste system. So he, if you're born into a certain space, you can't get elevated into that. You are just there. It's like you can't climb the food chain here, and he just felt that Jesus' teachings is telling that everyone's the same, and he just loved that. And so he went to a church in India, and you know what happened to him there? Because there was an usher there that showed him a way that says you can't worship me. You have to worship with your own kind, and so you must come back later. And what happened there is that he realized that if Christianity is about that, then he doesn't want anything to do with that as well. Now that's that's a horrible thing to think of, but I want us this morning to think a little bit further. And maybe it's easy again because we can say, well, that's what that guy did, but how often do we do that now? So I want you to think about this. The consequences of something like racism. We can call it, we can try and smooth it over, but it doesn't matter really what you believe in. But this morning I'm talking to you if you're a Christian. Racism is sin. It's blatantly just that. You cannot say that you love God, but you don't love other people in His creation. It becomes a very basic foundational issue like that. But think about this further. Think of how many people perhaps have not heard the teachings of Jesus, or have not met Jesus, or have not given their lives to Him because someone like Gandhi walked into their space and didn't tell them about that, and no one else did. Think about the consequences of that. Think about the consequence of one person that turned him away from Christ, turned him away from a relationship with Abba. And the consequence, imagine you get to heaven and you stand in front of Jesus and you thinking that you're going to get rewards, and He's saying to you, all these people that you see not here, it's because of what you did. Do we understand that? Do we understand that when we walk into space and we just don't want to be that for someone because we think we're better, the consequences of that? I think it's something that we so often forget. Today we have to understand that the blatant rollout, the blatant side effect of racism is sin. We cannot expect that Jesus will bless it, not frown upon us, if this is how we do.